Welcome everyone. Today we are going on a road trip. We're going to take a little bit of time and cruise down to good old Pine Bluff. Going to see a few little things along the way and maybe something cool. So go ahead, tag along. Rows and rows of farmland. Just off of Arkansas Highway 15, we have the memorial for the Essie Tucker Plantation. John Woodfin Tucker settled in Jefferson County in 1868 from Alabama and started acquiring farmland, and the farmland has been in his family ever since. This is the inside of a trading post or a retail store. It's seen better days, but it has been propped up by these metal piers to keep it in decent shape. As you can see, interwoven bricks, 3 layers deep. You can see some pretty cool arches on the windows, and you can see right up here along here, that's where the rafters went across, so the ceiling was that high. And you're wondering maybe why the windows are that high. Well, it creates a lot of a breezeway. There was large doors here, large doors in the back, and then this rusted monstrosity, which is thinking it might be some type of a furnace because it had a door right there. No, or is this? No, you know what? I think it's a safe. Even though it has rollers on it, I think it's a safe. Can't tell what's on top of it. Bricks. But you can see where it had plaster on the walls. It was a fairly long building. But on the outside you can see the design of the windows a little bit better. And we are in Tucker, Arkansas. And if you pan this way, way down there is Tucker Maximum Security Prison. And they have some, that's where death row is. But this is just a quick walk around. See where the long windows, tall windows there. There's another house and stuff. There's actually horses in a field right over there. As you can see, it had been grown up, but they cut the vines to kind of, it was over. Sure. Look at this. What's that? I don't even know what this is. Marking colorant. Spray paint. But yeah. I love the arches and the brickwork. This was a fairly busy area back in the day because you'd have your farm and then the railroad. I think it was right there. I might be wrong, but I think it was. But there we are. The S.E. Tucker Plantation Memorial. in the country, you got to share the road with the tractors. Up and over the Arkansas River. Deep river. Knew that was coming. And welcome. I am in downtown Pine Bluff, as the sign states clearly behind these bushes. Right across the street from Lake Pine Bluff, which has fishing and boating recreation. Standing in front of the Dexter Harding House Tourist Information Center. I've lived in Arkansas my entire life, basically, and I've never really explored much of Pine Bluff. You got a brochure here. Arkansas Land of Legends. Looks like a government building. I got one. We're standing in front of the courthouse. Let's make a swoop around it. What it's all about. Not much going on a Sunday. Courthouse is closed. Of course, most courthouses are limited staff, limited duties. Dedicated to Miss Willie Hawker, author and educator, member of the Pine Bluff Chapter, National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, and designer of the Arkansas flag. Huh. Nice. I've driven down this thoroughfare quite a few times when I was a kid, and because my grandparents lived in Monticello, Arkansas, which is about another 40 miles south of here. We'd always pass this, and it reminded me of the backside of a nickel. And the backside of a nickel is Monticello, which is the it's the place that Thomas Jefferson lived. To the memory of our Confederate soldiers, we care not whence they came, dear in their lifeless clay. I can't read it, it's hard to read. J. Ed Murray, colonel of the 5th Arkansas Regiment, killed at the Battle of Atlanta, July 22nd, 1864, at age 21. Wow, he looked like an old dude. This was dedicated in 1910. Erected by the David O. Dodd chapter of the United Daughters of the Confederacy. You can only imagine in this day and time that this monument will probably be gone before you know it. I don't think it should be destroyed. I really don't know what I don't know what should become of the Confederate statues. We shouldn't destroy them. Maybe removing them. I can tell you that going through Germany from one end to the other, you won't find one Nazi, SS, Hitler statue, memorial whatsoever. But it doesn't mean that it's forgotten. Nobody's forgotten the atrocities that he did. It's a dark time in history. It's in our memory. It's in our history books. But they don't have memorials for him. Battle of Pine Bluff. During the morning and early afternoon of October 25th, 1863, Colonel Powell Clayton, commander of the Federal troops occupying Pine Bluff, successfully repulsed a three-pronged Confederate attack of forces of General John Marmaduke. Cotton bales hastily placed around the courthouse and surrounding streets provided an effective barricade for Union defenders. Confederate loss: 41 killed, wounded, and captured. Lots of memorials. Augusta Lannoy de Seville, hero of the American Revolution, French Marine, served under Count de Grasse, wounded, Yorktown, Virginia, October 14th, 1781, died in Jefferson County, Arkansas, December 30th, 1828. All right, there you go. Here's the back side of the courthouse, or the front side. I don't even know. I mean, they both kind of look like fronts. It looks like they're tearing up the road here to make room for progress, which is fine. They still have a couple businesses here in this nice Queen Anne style building. Across down here. It's like they tore the street up right out from under the businesses. That bail bondsman says it's open. You can't even walk in there. We're standing in front of the county coroner. Whoosh. But these are some older historic buildings. Painted red brick. Jefferson County Veteran Service Office. Looks like it's barely even operational. Sheriff's Department, Patrol Division. I don't think that these are actually, I mean, these are boarded up. There's a "Don't Tread on Me" flag right there. And around the corner here is an old Coca-Cola sign painted on the side of the building. down this alley. A couple arched windows. I know Pine Bluff has really kind of fell on hard times. They're closing the Pines Mall, which I remember when they opened the Pines Mall. It probably was around 8 to 10 years old, and they're closing it. It's a pretty cool deal here. Hop down, walk through the construction. I like this brick arch. Pretty neat. Somebody has taken this down, so I'm just going to step through inside where this building would be. So you can see where the timbers that came across and would be what created the roof to this place. I got some jams going on in there. RJ's. I think they're open. The University of Arkansas Pine Bluff has a mural there. There's a mural up here. Cotton pickers, working families. Hot rods. Yes, there are some businesses that are open down here. But it is dead as a doornail. Burt's. I love that sign. You got retro children's stuff in there. Oh man, that is some old stuff in there. You can see in there. That's pretty slick. Got some tables out here. I guess that's an eating place. Another mural. At least they're saving some of these buildings. And then some of them they're just tearing down. What'd you say? You say something to me, bird? Looks like Pop's barber shop is open. Another mural of some antique cars. Pop's sign says closed, but I believe that they are probably open for business. There's some nice old buildings here. I just hope some businesses are able to come in here and take advantage. I know we're in the middle of COVID, but man, I feel like I'm in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. This is pretty wild. This building here. Come through this alley. Windows see. The windows are open. Oh man, look. Brick walkway. I can hear my echo. Echo, echo, echo. Lamont and Shamika, hope their love lasts. Look at that doors. I have no idea what this building is, but it's a 3-floor building. It's pretty crazy. I like going to abandoned places, but I don't really like that it's abandoned here in the middle of the city center. Paul's ladies' fashions for the more robust ladies. Tea. Now I'm at the edge of the construction. Of course, the desolate buildings still remain. None of those buildings right there, other than the Simmons building right there, it's in use, but these other buildings are just train tracks. A lot of these buildings, these like attorney at law, I mean, how long has it been since somebody has actually been in practice there? Because these are completely empty. And then they have merchandise in the windows here. Kenji's. There's the Masonic Temple. Some whacked out stuff went on in there. On the corner of 4th and State Street, the Pine Bluff, Jefferson County Historical Museum. But it does not look like it's active. This is an old train station. Well, one thing they want you to know for sure is that there is no loafing on the platform. So do not loaf. Okay, that sign says that enter on the north side. Wow, what a difference being in the shade here. Oh, so nice. Again. No loafing on the platform. What's going on? Is there a big problem with loafing? Are there a lot of loafers? Well, a loafer is a shoe. Well, look in the windows, but they're all blacked out. I guess it's blacked out for the museum. Walk around to the front side of that and see. It's pretty wild. I guess the train just barrels right up here, stops, you hop on, and then get out. Bird has made his home. I do like the red brick walk path. I always enjoy good red brick. And I also enjoy fire escapes. That is, fire escapes are really cool. Yeah. One for each floor. But that's one heck of a jump. But you gotta do what you gotta do if it's in a burning building, right? Said to enter on the north side of the building, but these doors do not have any type of open hours, park here, park there. Oh, there. Here it is. It's closed Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Oh, I got it. Somebody have a package delivered. So there is 1905. So there is an actual museum. I don't know if it's it says trains run all the time. Good Lord. That is a bell. Whew. I don't know. I guess I'm a little retarded because I didn't expect it to be so loud. It rang my head. So if I see somebody, I'm just going to say, hey, some moron rang that bell. I would assume that if you wanted to open a business up downtown Pine Bluff, well, I guess you'd be welcome to. Rent's got to be dirt cheap. Supply and demand. I mean, there is a lot of supply and very little demand. Or maybe not. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get my bearings and I'll be right back. Tea? I don't mind if I do. I love the Mad Hatter. Another fire escape in the backside of this building. And walking on the foundation of a dilapidated, look, there's the wall. Oh, it's not the wall, that is the floor. But it has this tile entryway. I love those tile entryways. Nothing like a good tile mosaic. And look at all those bricks. Man, thousands and thousands of bricks. And again, the entrance of mosaic tiles. Downtown Pine Bluff. This has an elevator right there. That was an elevator. This is the floor of a building that is no longer here. It's wild. And this. What is this? Again, I feel like I'm in a zombie apocalypse movie. Hotel Pines. I hope they do something with that, and I hope that people go. Another mosaic. And then we get into this area, and this looks open. Of course, Simmons Bank this was probably the headquarters of Simmons Bank before, well, probably currently, but they have a headquarters in Little Rock now. So that's where we came from. Courthouse. Henry Marks Company. Best clothes in town. This is a grand building right here. You can see what it once was. Very fancy. And especially being here next to the train tracks, I'm sure people hopped right off the train. Came right over here and stayed the night. Just got freak out alleyways. There's a lady that keeps following me. I don't mind. Gosh, what a beautiful, desolate place. I feel like I'm on a movie set. A movie set of the zombie apocalypse. I mean, there's buildings right there. They're just completely gone, destroyed. And then there's the one on the corner right there. And this is an active railroad track. Completely empty, no roof. Just nothing. Love the glass blocks. Rounded around the edges. Those are so slick. So the ladies could come here to Paul's Fashions and get their clothing, and walk directly across the street and get their fashion wigs. And you can't see barely, but they have the tile mosaics. This is it's in a slab of granite, Kenny. And there's a K right there. And these angled glass display cases. This is the way they always used to be back in the day. Oh, there's a chair back there. Can you see that? There it is. See that chair back there? Looks like a dentist chair. That looks like a dentist chair. But I believe you, shoe store. I know, but there's a dentist chair back there. Maybe that's where the shoe salesman took a nap. That building is falling in on the backside. That's the one I walked through. That's where Shamika and Lamont shared their love on their wall. Or they didn't share their love. They can profess their love. It's just falling in. The wood ceilings covered with a stupid ceiling tile. Paneling, and you know the paneling wasn't in there. But the whole place is falling in the back. Yep, they're gonna tear that down. There's a building permit to tear it down. It's a dadgum shame. Dadgum shame. Man. Living refuge. Oh, you can just see right through that building, all the way to the back. Wow. Nothing. So this place was probably in use up until not too long ago. Tuxedo and prom. Moved to a location across from Walmart on Olive Street. Dang, look at this mural. Main Street, Pine Bluff, in 1888. That's what this corner looked like. Of course, those buildings are gone now. Excuse me, there's the courthouse. Kind of like Back to the Future in the Western time. They're riding bales of cotton. Looks like horse-pulled trolleys. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. District courts, Jefferson County District Courts over there. So this, painted by Robert Dafford, Douglas Dafford, Lafayette, Louisiana, October of 1992. This was made, painted the year my wife and I got married. I don't know what that says right there, but it is some more of that mosaic tile. And it wraps along over here. Oh, what is it? Hey, maybe this says it. Let's see what this says. Frog. Frog? I suggest that you come take a look at this because it's not going to be here for much longer. If you can't have buildings like this in disarray and them last. They're already tearing these down. So, I mean, come check these buildings out before they are just totally destroyed. It's like an all-purpose, like a pawn shop. CPA office. I mean, they look like they might be in business. They still have the furniture on the inside of their place. But then Stephanie flowers. This is for state senator, attorney law. Recruiters. It's like that. Birds. This looks open. They say we're open. Probably not open right this second. Uptown Salon and Boutique. Oh yeah, they got all types of little oils and ladies things. That beautiful lady that's following me says she loves the lanterns. We go this way, because we know that RJ's over there is bumping. They got it going on. A lot of barbershops and beauty salons. Murals painted on these old buildings. Buildings completely gone and destroyed. Oh my gosh. What a grand building. This is probably a movie theater or a theater. Wish it said it on here somewhere. What a grand building. Have I used that term too much? Grand is a grand building. And a wonderful fire escape. These have new owners. This is a movie theater. Community theater. Love this. Old school box office. Old school box office. It looks like they're gonna have this open. It looks like they're gonna have that open at some point. Huh? Too much history to even know. Here we go. Here's the People's Bank. Tax consultant for Moss, Burks, Moss and Company. And this is a working CPA. That's nice. People's Bank. There's the Taste Setter Eatery. Who knows if it's open? No. That's it. We've made it back to the courthouse. We've just been walking in the middle of the streets because there's literally nobody down here. That street right here used to be the main thoroughfare, Highway 65, that if you were going through Pine Bluff, you used that. Now they have a bypass that goes around it. So I mean, like you know, it's had to just destroy businesses. Maze, Army store. Not too many Army surplus stores around anymore. Empty building. Man. They're closed, but somebody's in there. Ooh, hot chocolate. It's actually like a little eatery. Tile. Maybe this was a tile store. This is like a little bakery also. No profane language. Huh. That's nice. Just a desolate place. Delmon McGregor Hardware, 1883. This is an eating station, I guess. I guess people do come down here and eat. Well, I gotta say, if you're up for a road trip, I mean, you've never been to Pine Bluff, and you got an hour to kill of just looking at some old abandoned buildings, come down here to the county courthouse and walk around the downtown area. It's interesting and sad and full of history, but pretty neat. So, signing off from Pine Bluff for now. Wish I brought my bathing suit. I'm gonna jump in there. It's hot. Passing under a pedestrian bridge. Nice. All right. This is a little side trip. We are in Woodson, Arkansas, and my pants are falling down. Yes, they are. We're in Woodson. Woodson Lateral, to be exact. Oh. Oh. Had some visitors back there. Well, yeah. So we're in Woodson Lateral. Do you know about Woodson Lateral? No? I can't believe it. It's an Arkansas legend. Woodson Lateral is the story of the girl that was all dressed up. I can't remember if it was prom or homecoming. She was all dressed up, going to the event, and she crashed her car into a creek. And there's a bridge, and she died. And so from then on the same night that prom was, she would be there. A girl would be on the road thumbing for a ride at the bridge. People would pick her up and they would take her to the place that she said to go. And whenever they turned around to get her out of the car, she was gone, erased from existence. And we are, why can't I? And we are here at the bridge right now. This is not the original bridge, but it is where the bridge was. It actually used to kind of cross right here, and she fell into that murky, dank, disgusting water and died. We are at that bridge right now. It is murky. It is spooky. And oh, is that part of the wreckage? Is that part of the wreckage down there? No. It looks like part of a boat. But that is how the story went. The girl would be here. The car flipped, went down there into the creek, and she died. And this is it. This is the place. Woodson Lateral Road. It would be a disgusting place to die. But this was a small little metal arched bridge back in the day. If you ever remember those little, it was a short little 2-laner, probably no wider than the whites on here. And let me across the road. And it was just like I don't know, it was a freak out. It's a freak show. But I do remember coming down here one time, and my dad showed me this bridge. This is back in the old days when it was still had the old bridge. And a car was flipped upside down there, and it freaked me out because he told us the story, and then we got here and there was a car in there. And I don't know if he knew that there was a car. I don't know if he knew that there was a car there, but there was. And it was a scary moment. And he was, of course, my dad plays it up like, "There's the car, it's a ghost car." Ghost car. But that's it, look it up. The Woodson Lateral Girl. Woodson Lateral Girl. We pulled over just on the side of the road here. And I think that our presence was known by these horses and cows. We're gonna visit them. Right there. Right there. What are y'all doing? Horses and cows. Right here. Hey? Just chowing on some grass? Huh? That's the story of the lady at Woodson Lateral. And remember, subscribe, thumbs up, or thumbs down, it doesn't really matter. And always rock the bell.